Welcome back from the break, and it's good to know you are still with us on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5, and the program is Good Morning Abuja. And on to our very first conversation on the program this morning, we want to talk about the empowering local leaders for national growth. And we have the National Publicity Secretary, Association of Local Government Vice Chairman of Nigeria. I help us to welcome Dr. Chief Frank Asiwo JP. We got the name right? Welcome to the program.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Empowering local leaders for national growth. Now let's bring it down. What does it take for one to be empowered when you are talking about leadership position?
Talking about empowerment.
Yes.
It comes in different folds.
Okay.
You're empowered.
Yes.
By education. That's why you're here.
Okay.
That's empowerment.
All right.
You can be empowered by skill or with skills. Again, so it depends on how you see it. Because if you are not empowered, you will be incapacitated.
Okay.
So you have no role to play. You will not be giving back to society.
If you're redundant.
Yes. Okay. So empowerment comes in different shades. So it depends on what we mean here. Like I said, at the level of education, you're empowered. At the level of skill training, you're empowered. So talking about empowering local leaders. First of all, I don't like to use the word local. I don't like it, but it's already there.
It's there.
Because when you say local, for me, it's timid.
Well, for you?
For me, it's timid. So I would have loved also use grassroots leaders.
Okay.
I think so.
For him,
we're not going to change it. We're not going to change it. If you say local leaders, I will also refer to grassroots.
Grassroots, it's okay.
Because these people who are calling locals are the ones on the ground. Because if we say local, we'll be demeaning humanity. Because you are in NTA right now. So people may see this as a local station. Because they say CNN is international. I don't see it like that. You get me now? You are just reaching out to the grassroots. You get me now? So we interchange those words, local with grassroots and all that.
Okay, now let's look at the ways government support and empower grassroots leaders to take proactive measures for sustainable development.
Yes. That question is broad, so I will have to bring it back to our local setting. So I'm using the local setting this time. Yes, we are at the local government level. We are the top tier of government as it's supposed to be. And we are at the grassroots. So government is all encompassing. Government starts from the grassroots to the very top.
Yes.
In our own case here in Nigeria, we're talking about from the local government to the federal government. So how can local leaders, these local leaders are the people that are on the ground. Yes, I'm a vice chairman, so I'm on the ground, but I'm not the only one on the ground. We have other leaders that are also on the ground that can empower people on the ground. We have politicians that are grassrooted. They live in the village. Funny thing is that some of the people who live in the village, they connect more than us.
They integrate more.
So you can't be a leader, a local leader as it is here, without reaching out to the people and empowering them. Because it will become a burden to you. They'll become a burden to you. So if it is hair making that your followers, because you live with them, or you even if you don't live there, but you go there often.
You know them better.
Thank you. This hair that you have built is African. You can get a girl to learn a skill to say, look, what are you doing? You're just here giving birth to children, and that you can add value to your life. Go and learn this skill and try to make hair. People will come and pay you 1 or 2 kobo to make the hair. You'll be earning. That local leader have empowered somebody on the grassroots. That's one way to empower people.
Okay, talking about creating programs that you just mentioned, what do you think, how can a mentorship program enhance this leadership capacity or capability of these grassroots leaders that we are talking about?
Okay, first of all, if you look at that, you look at the mentor first. Does he have the skill to mentor?
To mentor.
The quality.
Yes.
Okay.
So you look at that first. And who is he mentoring? Is he ready? The mentee, as it is in this case. You get me? Is he ready to look up to you, to say, I like to be like this woman that is a presenter. I like to be this one that is a programmer. You know, I would like to be like her. So you're like a role model. You get me? You're like a role model as a mentor. So first of all, mentorship is good, but in Nigeria, we're not taking it very seriously. We're not taking it very seriously, and it's a burden to me. But on the ground, there are people in the village. Let me put it like that. There are people in the village that people want to be like. They are looking at that as the sky, but for us here in the cities, they are just starting. Because you can have a millionaire in the village who is just selling cement, and you want that to be your mentor. How much or how far can you go? Because that is also limited.
Yes.
So it's also limited. You know, so talking about this mentorship thing at the local level, I can say they are limited. The people there, they don't have choice of saying beyond their knowledge.
Okay, and that is what I think your association is out to do.
Yeah.
So what now, the role that your association is playing to ensure
I'm sorry, you're already saying the mentor, the grassroots mentor need to be mentored.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So what's the association
doing?
Oh, it's not our fault. I mean, FORT to mentor people.
Okay.
We are local leaders. So what should have been the question is, what are the local leaders doing to improve mentorship? Yeah, because as an association is limited to the persons in the association.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, so you don't do association back home. Back home, I'm a vice chairman. You get me now? I'm a vice chairman. So what are the leaders at the local level doing to improve mentorship? You can be a mentor yourself. What life are you living? Are people living up to look at you to see, oh, this man is a good man, he's doing well, not because he's going to steal money. Outside government, he has put up 1 or 2 businesses, he has a farm, and he's not stealing government money. I like to be like him. He's neatly dressed, he's educated, so I like to go to school too. You know, these are the things that the leaders at the local level should do, so that the people will emulate and see that such persons can mentor them.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look at the educational programs. How can it be tailored to also help the
grassroots leaders?
Educational programs, how they can be used. First of all, I talked about technical or vocational education. I did say talked about that. That's one way that we can use to educate people. Education comes in different forms. You get me now? You can have creative centers or technical centers, or the way you may name it, from government in the local environment. Because not everybody can live in the local environment to go to the cities to go get something. So I think that the government can create such vocational centers in rural areas, so that those people can go there, learn education and learning skills. That's the way of.
Okay, so let's have your final word.
Yeah, first of all, we're here for our national conference, National Association of Local Government Vice Chairman of Nigeria. And today we are having the conference here in Abuja, and we're expecting 774 local government vice chairmen to come in. We have employed resource persons to come and tell us about empowering local leaders with digital technology. And like I said, you know, knowledge is not limited to anything.
At all.
You know, so we're going to learn that from resource persons and take it back home and see how we can use digital technology to empower the locals. So I invite everybody to come in there and just learn.
So we are all invited.
Yes, and party and fellowship together to make Nigeria a
great nation. Yes, thank you so much for your time with us.
We've been discussing empowering local, like he said, grassroots leaders for national growth, and we'll be discussing with Dr. Chief Frank Esio Ozua. I hope I didn't murder the name. National Publicity Secretary, Association of Local Government Vice Chairman of Nigeria. Thank you so much. And he has also invited everyone to attend the program. Okay. Thank you. And if you're still there, thank you for joining us. And thank you. And I hope you've been able to pick 1 or 2 things from what he said.